Homestead Heart. Today we are in the kitchen and I am getting ready to show you how I process my Luffa seeds. One of the things that we don't show enough here on the homestead is just how we go about saving seeds for the vegetables that we grow here on the homestead, right? So, starting today, we're going to start with Luffa. Since I already have Luffa that I am processing, that's where we're going to start. Now, I know many of you have probably seen us harvest Luffa before in the past, and you've probably even seen me take the seeds out, right? But I don't think I've ever just done a step-by-step of how well it goes when I am saving my Luffa seeds, okay? So today, that's exactly what I'm going to share with you on today. Awesome. So I have my Luffa here, right? And I'm literally looking at these Luffa. And as you could see, look, these are some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Luffa, right? So you want to harvest your Luffa when they start to turn brown like this, preferably a little bit lighter in brown than these, because if they stay on the vine too long, the darker they get, they start to leave these dark spots on your Luffa. So you want to harvest them when they're like a golden brown color and not when they have started to get like this, okay? I'll show you what I mean. So if you are harvesting Luffa, these are the stages. You do not want to harvest them when they look like this, okay? You can, but they're not quite ready, all right? Not to mention, you won't be able to save seed from this either, okay? So you can harvest, look, it still has a lot of moisture in there. Look at that. See there? You do not want to harvest a Luffa at this stage. Number one, it's not edible, okay? And number two, your seeds are not ready for harvesting. The seeds in here are no good for replanting, okay? And number three, trying to get the sponge out of this is going to be a nightmare, right? So if I am going, let's see if I could cut this open. Ooh, look at that. That's nowhere near ready, okay? Nowhere near ready. So there is a time that you would process your Luffa seed so that you will be able to get from it that which you planted it for in the first place, which is to be able to make a sponge, right? Look at this. I'm trying to show you. You see that? It's not ready, okay? So you won't get the sponge and you won't get the seeds. So don't harvest your Luffa at this stage. Plus, it's too big to eat, right? So this is not what you're looking for. Now, what you are looking for is this. It's got that light golden brown color to it. You can hear the seeds going away in there, right? So this is more of what you're looking for. The longer you let those seeds sit on, or the longer you let your Luffa sit on the vine, the older it gets, the more it starts to kind of produce these spots. Let me show you. We're going to move this out of the way. Oh. Now, let me show you. Anyway. So let's go ahead and go through the steps here. So now I have my Luffa here. And what I like to do is break off the end here. And I just squeeze it just like that. And then I break off that little tip at the end. Like so, like that. And then I'll turn it upside down. and or right side up. And then I start to shake it to get the seeds out. Now some will be still attached on the inside. So this is where I just continue to squeeze all of this like so. Now some people wet their loofah first. It's totally up to you. You have to do it however you feel like it's easiest for you. But I love to just squeeze it like this. And then I have my little box here. And I just start to peel it. Just putting little cracks all through it, that's all. And we're gonna go ahead now and finish getting this peeled all the way up. So, seeds are still falling out of here. They're still falling. But what happens is you leave it on the vine too long, it rains, they get wet, they dry, then it rains again, they get wet, they dry. And what happens is they start to mold on the inside. See here? Now, it's not a big deal. All you have to do, literally, when you wash these, all you're gonna do is just take a sink full of water and maybe put like a cap full of chlorine bleach in the water, along with some soap, whatever kind of dish soap you use. Put that in the water and swish them around in the water and let them sit in that water for about 30 minutes from really, really hot water until the water cools all the way down. Literally is what I do. And then you take them, you drain that water off, you rinse them really, really well, and then you soak them again in just plain warm water. Just let them soak in that water, swish them around and let them soak in that water, and drain that water, rinse them well, and then you're gonna let them dry. Now, let me get my seeds that kind of went all over the countertop here, and I'll show you what I mean. And all of these seeds, all of these seeds that we save, all of these are for our seed shop. So we have thousands of seeds, right? Now, once they are washed, I put them on a tray in my little strainer basket here, and I stand them up like so, and I let them dry, okay? I let them dry. So you can do them in batches depending on how many loofah you have, or you can do them all at once. It's totally up to you, okay? Now the seeds, when you save them, now, I have mine in a bucket here, and I will be taking these outside because I do have a little bit of what I'm calling winnowing to do, right? And that is literally where I take my seeds outside and I hold them up, and all of that extra paper just kind of blows in the wind because the wind is blowing, and it blows it out of my seeds, right? I mean, I have a lot of seeds in here. So it blows them out of the seeds, and then it gives me a much cleaner Gives me a much cleaner product, okay? And that's all there is to it with saving the seed. Now, you can put the seeds in paper or plastic or whatever you have. Just make sure that once you put the seeds in whatever container you're putting them in, make sure you store those seeds in a cool, dry place, okay? Because you don't want the light to be on them, okay? They need to be in a cool, dark place, and you can store them there. And you don't have to put them in the fridge or in the freezer. You can store them in your little seed package or containers that you hold all of your seeds in. And these seeds will last for years, okay? They will last for years. In fact, these right here were planted from seeds that were 4 years old. But when I plant the seed and I get all of these brand new seeds, those are the seeds that go on our little seed shop. Now, what do I do after? What do I do with all of these after? Some of these will be cut for the purpose of cleaning. Like, for example, this one is just too spotty for me, right? It's just got too many dark spots for me. Even though I did soak it, like I showed you how, or like I told you how, I did soak it. But I don't like this, so I won't use this for my soap. This I will use, and I will cut this. As you can see, I cut it straight down the middle, like so. And then I will cut these into squares, all right? I will cut them into squares, and these are what I will use to clean with. So whether I'm cleaning my bathroom or scrubbing down something, it doesn't matter. These will become my cleaning sponges. So they don't go to waste because they're still just fine. Even though they have the little black spots, they're still fine. They have been disinfected. They are perfect for using for cleaning because they're just not aesthetically pleasing to use when you are bathing. Right? But these are different. These are perfect for bathing. So all I will do is cut these to fit inside of this mold, right? And I'll start from the center and I will cut going in this direction and this direction for the perfect pieces, all right? Now, once I get the perfect round piece to fit in this mold, I put it in the mold and I pour my soap over the loofah. That's it. But what do I do with the ends? These little bitty ends here that won't fit in the mold. If you want a good oatmeal exfoliating bar, you just take these ends off, like so. And just cut these, okay? I literally go straight through those holes and I just cut. So, pull that apart. Now, once I cut this open, I could cut it into these little strips now, right? And they're very fine strips. Like that. You flatten it out. And I'm just cutting it into these fine, fine strips, like so. Same thing with the soap. If I'm going to be using my oatmeal whatever kind of exfoliating soap, you just take these little pieces. And if you're using this little round mold, all you're going to do is just drop these little pieces inside here, as many as you like. And you pour your soaps over if you're doing an exfoliating bar. And these will be perfect for exfoliating. You can put them in here, or if you're using a loaf mold, then you can just take your batter, pour a little bit of batter in your loaf mold, sprinkle these right down the middle, pour more batter in, sprinkle more of these right down the middle, and do that all the way until you fill the loaf mold all the way up to the top. And you have a wonderful exfoliating bar of soap with all the ends, right? So nothing has to go to waste. Okay, so you all, that is all there is to it. with saving your Luffa seeds. All you got to do look, just plant yourself a few of these seeds right here. And if you get a small harvest, it doesn't matter. If you get a small harvest, I'm telling you, you will not have to ever buy this seed ever again. And that's the goal, to not have to buy any more of these seeds, okay? So that's it. That's all there is to it. So I hope you all found this helpful. If you did, then please give the video a thumbs up. Share this video with others as we move now into more and more seed-saving videos so that we can show each other how easy it is to grow your own grocery from the seeds that you have saved from what you grew yourself. Voila.